Like, where do you want it?
Wherever is not directly in front of me. It does not have to be directly in front of me.
It's more fun this way, though. You love
I
me.
love you very much.
You're like,
Want to
why?
stab you with a knitting needle.
Why
but
did I
love you
let
very
this
much.
lady in my life?
I don't think I had a choice, Jenna. Okay, we're going to get started, and I'm going to use my big kid voice because we don't have a microphone in this room. So if you are speaking tonight, please also use your big kid teacher voice because we don't have a microphone in this room. It is a small room on the bright side, so your voice carries, but emphasize. All right, we're going to get started. So that was, I guess, my call to order. Did everyone get the meeting minutes from last time, which was December? Okay, so I know we've been having a few issues with the newsletter. Erica is trying. It will be a little bit better when we have a domain to host our newsletter on, when we have our website set up and functional and working, because that gives it a little more credibility with your email addresses. And sometimes it shoots it into promotions, into spam, into automatic deletes. I know that happens, so you might have to actually go in and actually search for the Greater Milwaukee Knitting Guild, which is a giant pain in the butt, and I apologize for that, but we're working on it. We're trying. If you need a copy, one of us can send it to you directly as well instead of going through that spam bot. If you contact Erica, she can, not spam bot, but because it's not spam, but the auto robot-y thing that is too smart for me. So talk to Erica directly or talk to one of the officers and we will forward you a copy and we'll get it to you. So did anybody get the newsletter? Some of us? Okay, fantastic. I got the newsletter. So it was a little wonky this month because there was issues with sharing permissions, but after that got sorted out, it should have been fixed. Molly. Thank you. Do we have a second? Okay, so Molly took the motion, and who was our second? Sorry. Can you say your name? Marcia. Thank you. Thank you. Because our secretary is not here. She is, traffic was really bad, so she will not be here this evening. So she is going to listen to the recording and take notes for us. So please say your name if you are seconding or moving. That's the word. All right. So we're going to start with committee reports, Treasury. Judy has our Treasury report because Crystal can't be here this evening.
Crystal gave me the report and just a minute. Our ending balance is $9,504.96, and that includes paying Mary for the Christmas holiday party. And that check was for $1,146.06.
Okay, thank you. All right. Charity, do we have any charity updates, Nicole?
Not really any updates. We have set up a time to donate everything to the women, Resource Center. And we're now working on cold weather accessories that likely a good lot of it will go to Milwaukee Public Schools, but if they're for adults, we'll find another location for those to go to.
Fantastic. All right, so keep knitting your winter wear if you are planning on donating to charity. Hats, cowls, scarves, mittens. You guys know what winter wear is. I don't know what I'm doing. So, all right. Membership. What are our numbers like, membership?
We have 25 members here tonight and 5 guests.
Fantastic.
And yes,
Look who's
Linda's us here so we can welcome you.
Yes. Welcome to our guests. Thank you for joining us. We're so glad you're here. I hope to see you again. I know one of our guests is all the way from North Carolina. Is that right? So probably won't see you too frequently, but
from the area and is home visiting family. So.
yes. Well, if you're ever back on a second Tuesday, come and join us again. And everyone else, I hope that you're in the area if you're visiting us, and we hope to see you again. All right. Program.
Not really a lot to report. Just working on the upcoming programs for the next year. And
All right.
we have tonight's stuff. I'll be out there doing people's bags that weren't able to make it to the meeting tonight. So.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you, Mary. Events, Kelly.
March 23rd at noon, we'll be committing it at Fox River Fibers in Big Bend, but it's really, I mean, from my house, my celebration is about 20 minutes. So it's probably sooner than you would think. And then YarnCon is April 20th. If you're interested in going down there, I accidentally forgot my sign-up sheet, so I'll just put one in the back, just a regular sheet of paper. Just your name and email, please, if you're interested in that. We just want to get a count so that we know if we should arrange transportation, like from the bus, or from the train station down to where it is.
Plumber Union Hall.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all fine.
Does everyone know what YarnCon is? Just okay. So YarnCon is a giant. I mean, it's in Plumbers Union Hall. It's a pretty good-sized venue hall. They've got 2 or 3 levels of vendors as well. So it's a lot of indie dyers, spinners, yarn manufacturers, project bags, anything you could possibly have your yarny dreams about. And they're all, independent, small owned businesses.
The
So
link is in the newsletter, and we'll be leaving the intermodal station at 8 a.m.
Yes.
next Saturday.
yes. So if you're interested in going to that, hit the sign up and we'll see kind of what we can do, because the walk from the Union Station in Chicago to the venue for YarnCon is, I think, 20 to 30 minutes. So it's a bit of a walk from the train station to the venue. So we're trying to figure out if there's enough interest from folks that we'd need to maybe organize other transportation to, carpool or get other people there. So yeah, just trying to get an idea. Judy?
Would it be a problem if somebody wanted to get on the train at the airport station?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's probably what I'll get on to.
Yeah. I think that it's just like to, a general meeting point. But if you're like, no, I'm going to, hop on here instead, I think it's the same train, right? So
Same train, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. $50, I think is the round trip. That sounds right to me.
What were the dates again of the YarnCon?
April 20th?
April 20th, yep. And they didn't have the classes last time I looked, but there are classes down there too.
Yeah, they do offer classes.
In their website today, they are not offering
never mind.
classes because they don't get what they call a critical mass. So they're having the event, there will be some demonstrations at the show. but
Okay.
They are not having classes this year.
Thank you. I wondered why it was taking them so long to drop their class list. So, okay. Now we know. Thank you.
March 23rd for the other.
Jenna, one other question. So if there are arrangements made to get from Union Station to Plumbers Hall, whatever it's called, will there also be arrangements to go back to Union Station?
I would imagine so. Yeah. It'd be pretty silly to take you one way and then just strand you there. So.
I'm not
It's
sure.
a two-day event, but the guild is only doing on Saturday.
Yes.
Probably the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
last year they had food trucks. I don't know if you.
They did have a few food trucks, but I think they left about like halfway through when we got there. So after lunchtime, they did leave. Okay. Anything else from you, Kelly? Or did we get everything? Fantastic. Okay. I don't want to move on too quickly. Publicity. Anything from our social media folks? I don't think Karen's here, so she usually runs our socials. All right, and newsletter, I think Erica is gone as well this evening, so no update on that. Like I said, if you did not receive the newsletter, or if you are not receiving the newsletter, kind of talk to one of the board members directly, and we will try to forward you a copy, because I know that can be a pain. And is anyone from website committee here? Yes.
She doesn't have much, so I think I don't know, is what she said. Has she been asking people to send descriptions of what you want on it? She needs to know what kind of.
I have not gotten any emails from her personally.
So I think that's the next thing is, because I said to her, I said, we have to start figuring out what we're gonna have for a navigating bar and then what we put in there, resources and membership and all that stuff.
So we also did talk about this. We had a board meeting, committees meeting. Karen was invited to it, but she wasn't there. So we did talk about the website as well. Lisa's daughter works in website development. our charity co-chair, Lisa. And so we talked to her about perhaps kind of taking over because it just seems like it is a lot of work for the few people that are kind of working on it. And you can work with her, of course, to help develop it, but that way it's like in professional hands. And we've already cleared as a group that funding for that as well. So, okay, thank you. All right. All right. I think that is all of my committee stuff. Did I miss any committees? Yes, sorry.
You say you afford the newsletter, but what about for next month? Are we gonna have the same problem?
We're working on it. Erica has been trying to do this. It's going to go more smoothly after we have our website set up. Not only because you can actually access it from the website, excuse me, but also because there's some credibility from having a website attached to it. It's not just like floating in the ether of this random email address, which is why it's kicking it into these weird like spam folders and deleted folders and promotion folders because it doesn't have a website attached to it. So Google and Yahoo and those kinds of places aren't sure where to send it. And so it just kicks it wherever. So you have to do a little bit more hunting. That should be fixed or more fixed when we have a website that it's attached to so that when you whitelist it, it knows that it's always coming from there, if that makes sense. Yes.
Is there, just to tag on to what we're asking, is there a date that we should contact someone if we don't have it by? Meaning, it's supposed to be out by,
I
whatever
believe-
X day of the month, the second day of the month, or whatever it is.
Yes,
So-
I think she tries to get it out by the first Monday or first Tuesday of the month typically. I think that's usually when it comes out.
Okay.
Sorry, Molly.
I was gonna offer that when she does send it, she posts on our Facebook.
Yes, she does.
That it has been sent. And so if you follow us on Facebook, you can see, hey, the newsletter has been launched.
Yep.
If you didn't get it, here's what
Yeah.
you did.
But she tries to get it out by like at least the third of the month at the latest. She's very good about keeping it at the early start of the month. So, okay, fantastic. All right, yes.
One other question, is this, I didn't get the newsletter, so I'm not sure if it was announced in there, but is this the new location?
No,
Oh, this is.
this was my mistake because we had a bit of miscommunication on the board of somebody. I thought somebody was going to take over talking to the Wauwatosa Library to rebook us every month. And either they forgot or I dreamed it. So, which could be either way. I don't know. So we lost Wauwatosa for February, but then we're going back there for the rest of the year.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, my fault. I should always clarify things and I didn't. So, all right. One piece of old business. We talked several months ago about getting a document camera. We have one now. Yay. We don't have AV stuff in here, but we do in TOSA. So the next time we have a hands-on or a show and tell that like you want to see everybody's pretty cable work, we can put it on the projector and everyone can see it. So love that for us. All right. Because it's such a small group this month, because we're in a weird spot, I am going to push off new business until next month because we have other stuff to discuss, but I'd like more of our group to be involved in that, if that makes sense. So I hope that's all right with everyone. So we do have more to discuss. I think we talked about the major things that would be, a time issue today. But for all the other stuff, we're going to push that off. So yes, Molly.
I would like to speak as a member of the events committee. We are trying to put together a weekend, probably either very late this year or in next year, where we bring in a nationally known speaker for a weekend, as we did before the pandemic. And if you are interested in being on that committee, I'm working on having that kind of a weekend where we are offering classes. The guild is budgeting this as if to break even. We're not trying to make money on the event. We don't plan to lose money on the event. But it's a possibility we might get Patty Lyons. So anyone who wants to be on that committee, we can use you. Thank you very much.
Yes, and next month I will bring that up again. So think about it. We'll need at least 4 volunteers. If we don't have those 4 volunteers, we're not doing it. So because we need the help. That's just, it's how it's gonna be. We're very spread thin with just the board
It would
and,
be in the city, so like a whole weekend or something, but a whole weekend, yeah.
all right. So be thinking about if that's something you could take on, if you could volunteer, because we'd love to be able to do that for you guys. All right, that's all I have. So do we have a motion to close? Thank you, Mary, for time. Jenna, seconds. All right, all in favor? Fantastic. Love that for us. All right, we'll move on to program.
Yay.
I'm going to go home because I feel like death.
Lauren, do you want to take your camera with or?
Maybe, yeah, I can hang on to it. That's fine.
I was gonna say otherwise I could hang on to it.
Are you gonna, you're gonna be at the next month's meeting, right?
I think so.
Okay. If you want to, that would be fantastic.
That's fine.
You can carry all of like the guild nonsense.
That's fine, I'll just carry it. Maybe we should get Jenna a big backpack. All right, so there's several people that aren't here tonight to do their brown bag stuff, so that's what I think these are up here. Oh gosh, I hope that's not all of them. So that I'll be doing some of them.
I'll do the people that I bought.
Okay, well, I don't know who that is, so you're gonna have to help me.
You can call the numbers and we'll just come on.
Okay, so first, number 1, Claudia Hollander.
Claudia's not here.
Okay. And neither is her brown bag, so she was going to Jane, so I guess that's not gonna happen.
Some of the brown bags in the room are not on that table, so.
Yep. Diane Cush. Number 2. Okay, going back to Mary Pat.
Mary Pat here?
Oh, she's not here, she's in Florida.
Okay. So should we
That's
just,
number 2.
so we just wait then?
Well, we'll wait till the next, I guess.
I mean, 'cause-
We're not gonna wait on everything. Yes, we're gonna wait on that one. Oh, number 3 is Lisa Lusek, and she's not here. So Jenna.
Can you show us what you did?
She'll show it the next time, because she needs to present it to the person, so we're not gonna do it twice. So Carol Capes. So you're giving yours to Dawn Nelson, who isn't here, but go ahead and show us, I guess. Oh, what did I think Dawn Nelson wasn't here? Sorry, Dawn Nelson's here, go ahead. So come on up. So come on up.
And show the people at home too, they're on the computer.
Oh, goodness.
She wrapped it up so pretty. Ooh, look how pretty.
It's really what big yarn. So I was
It
like,
is.
it's gonna create its own beauty. So I just started at the bottom with no pair. I know a cowl has about so many, rows or whatever. So I went up and then I just decreased at the top just to keep you toasty warm. And that's about
It'll
it.
be toasty warm, all
I
right.
hope it fits over your head. So
Yep.
that's soft and it sparkles just like Dawn. So-
Yay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, Carol, you can stay up here. Rosemary. Rosemary, you are up to Carol.
I'm number 5.
Yep.
That's right, that's right. We did, yeah, we figured it out. I told her I gave green yarn so that I could, that's our St. Patrick's Day thing. And I don't think you're gonna be able to use it.
Well, I don't think so.
She gave me, where's my? She gave me green yarn, but it's called, just a second, it's called cactus, not really. And then, I was so much better than what I did for Dawn. Just, you can hold that. I forgot to bring up
That's
the
what
other
I-
yarn. Just a second.
She gave me my yarn back. That's
I
nice.
went to my Wednesday knitting guild people, our knitting members. We all meet at Whole Foods on Wednesday night from 6.
I've
To
not
8.
had anything with silk or mohair. This is exciting.
She knows. So the pattern is called Cavalry, and it's designed by Megan Gonzalez. And it's actually about the Kaveri River that flows through India. And it's a major source of drinking water, irrigation, and electricity.
It's like an international.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this is from, but I got the pattern from my other Wednesday night person, Pat, back at the membership
Thanks,
table.
Pat.
Who I come with this yarn, and she says, well, what about this?
It's
So
very interesting
actually, the
combination.
cow, well, next I'll talk about Marcia. See, she wants to touch it,
No, it's
Marcia.
got green in it. It's very,
Yes,
very
yes.
pretty.
This is called, it's by Rowan. It is kid silk in
I
haze
hear all
color.
about that all the time.
Okay, and we had actually learned about this and putting it with other threads. In the meeting, we picked all this up with. So I put
Can I
this,
hold that for you?
yeah, you can have it.
I don't,
So I put it together. The pattern is actually an unusual, it's called a single stitch, 6-stitch cable, which forms a series of cataracts, she calls it, along the channels of ribbing with the cable
can I
works.
pass it around?
You
Because I
can,
think
it's yours.
I know it's beautiful.
This
Thank you
simple
so much.
single stitch makes an impact over time, just like the river for which it's named.
That's so nice. Can I give you
She classifies this, which I didn't read any of this before I needed to get this together for you today. I just took the pattern from Pat and began working. She calls it an adventurous beginner for those knitters who want to learn some new skills or stitch combinations. Skills include cables. I didn't do chart reading and circular knitting. So when I saw the word cable, I was thinking a traditional cable like that on your sweater. I started over 3 times, but it was well worth it. Once I got it going, it was well worth it very much.
Okay, number 6 is Judy to Rosemary.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this yarn is, it said it's worsted, but it's kind of thick and thin.
Okay.
So it was a little difficult to work with. But I made this cute little Miss Shepherd's hat. As you can see, the ties don't look very straight, but that's because of the thick and thin part. And I did not block it because I didn't think it would help the thick and thin. So if you'd like to put it on, it fit my head, so I think it should fit yours.
Oh my goodness.
Look at yourself in the mirror. Anyway, it's Miss Shepherd and it's by Liz Washburn. So the name of the pattern is Miss Shepherd, Shepherd, by Liz Washburn, Washburn. And this is, I used every bit of it.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, number 7 is Nina, but it's going to Lisa Luciak, and she's not here tonight.
Oh,
So.
okay, well, I'll take it back because maybe Nina and she can do it because I picked it up from you.
Okay, thank you. Number 8 is Cheryl Knapp. Okay, you're presenting to Karen Eulenbeck.
She's not here.
All right. Yep. Number 9 is Mary Pat to Susan Celia. Mary Pat? I don't think Mary Pat's not here, but I have it. This is the one that was sent to me, so. This is your yarn, right?
Yeah.
So this is what she knit.
I did give her 2 skeins of yarn because I bought them together and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. So
Okay, so she knit the Aspen hat by Kay Hudson. The yarn. Oh, she didn't tack down the fur. I'm like, what does this say? She did not tack down the fur ball tightly, so if you don't like the fur ball, you can take it off.
Of course, I like the fur ball.
And this is Weary Yarn, just a Brooklyn tweed. It's very cute. Very cute. I almost didn't want to give it to you.
It's got all
This is
kinds of
chunky.
things on it.
I almost wanted to keep it.
I would too.
Very cute.
It's perfectly. Oh.
So nice. Thank you.
Number 10 is Amy Bowers. Amy Bowers? To Cheryl Knapp. Okay, I'm here.
I'm here.
Who's I'm here? Oh, Cheryl?
I'm here, but the other person's here.
Amy's not here, and I don't see it up here, so she did not send it with anybody. Number 11 is Kaji Brown. KG?
Yes.
Tamale.
Hey, I'm Katie, who's really gambling with her husband and Laughlin.
Now, this could be terrible because 7 years ago, I gave KG 81 yards of cotton and she really had a stretch to come up with making me something. So this is her chance for revenge.
I don't think it's revenge. So there were two skeins that she didn't think actually were the same dye,
Okay.
but she managed to make you this cute hat called, she's made this before, Polar Vortex.
Polar Vortex.
Yeah. So the buttons go in the front somewhere. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, and so there's yarn and bands and all that stuff.
Okay, number 12 is Jane to Anna Street. Anna Street? Come on up.
I'm Jane.
I know you are.
Florida.
Judy, I think you're gonna have to tell them they owe you a plane ticket now.
Well, I was gonna say that they could have bought me an Uber to come up here from Hales Corners, but I managed. Okay, so Jane made you a couple things. Okay, so here's the message. There's a skein in here called frizzle yarn. That's what you put in here?
Yeah, the black.
Well,
Oh, no, maybe it wasn't black. Okay.
frizzle
Okay.
yarn.
Okay.
It's mainly used for a fuzzy scarf, but instead she wove it into a hat and mittens. Anyway, this explains what she did and what. I'm not gonna read it. Anyway, so she made you this cute hat.
Oh, my God.
And these cute mittens.
Oh, wow.
Now we just need winter to come back. Oh, why?
He's a
Okay,
good
here you
dog
go.
walking.
Okay, so we're gonna back up. Claudia is here. She's number 1, so Claudia to Jane.
Oh, I guess I'll be Jane.
You're Jane now.
Yeah, I'm Jane.
Give all the passports.
Don't I look like I just got back from Florida?
Oh, should we wait for Jane? I'm sorry.
Well, it's up to you. the first two, we didn't do it with.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got
Oh, good.
confused. We'll wait for Jane. I'm sorry, I got Jane and Judy mixed up. Oh, 13 is Karen to Claudia. Karen with a C. I don't think she's here.
Karen Limmer?
No, you Becker?
She's not here. She's not here.
Right.
I brought it in. I broke whatever it was on the bag, so.
Oh.
Yeah, she brought that to me at the hospital this afternoon.
Oh, well, we'll have to take it back. Because we're not gonna present them, because she's not here.
Well, she can't be here, but she told me it's Universal
Oh,
Yarn
all right, well,
Wilbur,
go ahead then. All right.
which this is the
I
color.
don't know what I'm doing anymore.
She said she used no pattern. It's a 2.5 millimeter hook. There was other yarn as well. I guess she didn't use everything. But what she did is she did a half double crochet back and forth to make a tube, and then she used a slip stitch to join the ends and gathered one side. And she said she didn't work in the end. In case you don't like it, you can just pull them all out.
Thank you. Tell her thank you.
Okay, number 14 is Anna Street to Judy.
Oh, you can.
I wasn't sure what yarn you gave me because I misplaced. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Misplaced the
Yes.
tag. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, here you go.
Oh.
It's just a yarn inspiration shawl I found on Ravelry.
Really? Well, this would look better if I had a plain sweater on, but thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. See?
Number 15 is Betsy Forrest to KG, which she's not here. Right?
Want to wait until next month or should I get it?
Well, we started with
Is Betsy
waiting.
here?
Yeah.
Yes, we started to waiting, so now we're gonna wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can do
Oh,
it.
it's going now.
16 is Dawn Nelson to Betsy.
So I couldn't decide what to make. So instead, I made this shawl. It's a shawl scarf, and it's a lacy pattern. The one that she had was the color in the middle, but I had another skein like it. So you can actually wear it as a shawl with a pin on it, or you can wear it like a double round scarf all the way around your neck, or you can do it the other way, which is this way, and hook it through. And it's wool because it's very warm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Here's the pattern if you want it,
Thank you.
or it's on the website.
17 is Jenna to Annika, she's not here. 18 is Annika to Diane, and Annika's not here. Well, is Diane,
She's got Annika's thing. She brought Annika's thing.
right, is Diane here?
No, Diane, please, it's not here.
So Diane's not here. 19 is Molly to Amy Bowers. Is Amy here? Nope.
You know, and I finished the darn thing in 2 minutes to 6.
Well, show it.
And 20 is Susan to Nina Guzmano. And I think Nina's not here, right? Okay, so that's it, everybody. I guess we're doing this again next month when more people show up.
There, now you don't need a program.
Mary, I can take the ones that are there that I'm supposed
Which
to-
ones?
17 is free.
No, I took Diane's.
Who brought 18 to?
And I gave Katie.
I got 18 in.
So cute. All right, that's our program.
Mary, who gets number one?
Number one goes to Jane.
She's not here.
Okay, so do you want me to give it to her?
Sure. You know what, I should write something then,
Whichever way.
Whatever.
Bye.